In this tutorial, we are going to model a simple realistic wall clock from scratch. We'll learn basic modeling techniques like using cylinders, insets, extrusions, and simple materials. This tutorial is perfect for beginners who want to improve their hard surface modeling skills. Now we are going to start from the scratch. I'm going to press A to select all, then I'm going to press X and delete all the things on the scene. Now we have a very clear scene like this one. So we are going to press Shift A. We are going to mesh. Then we are going to add a cylinder just like this. Then we scale this cylinder on the Z-axis just like this. Then we go here to frame selected to bring it close just like that. Then we are going to press tab and go to edit mode. We are going to face selection mode. We are going to select this face. Then we are going to press I to insert just like this a bit. Then we are going to press extrude on the Z-axis. Then you are going to extrude on the Z-axis just like that. You see, now our object is very good. So what are we going to do next? We are going to add some loop cuts in here. So I'm going to press Ctrl R and I'm going to add some loop cuts in here. As you can see, I'm going to add some loop cuts in here. As you can see, I'm going to add some loop cuts in here. And I'm going to scale this loop cut a bit just like that. You see, to get that bent shape of my watch. Then I'm going to press 7 on the keyboard to go to the top view just like that. Then I'm going to select all, come here and place frame selected just like that. Then I'm going to add the details to my watch. I'm going to press Ctrl A and then I'm going to add a cube just like that while I'm at the top. Then I'm going to scale this cube just like this. Then I'm going to scale it on the x-axis like that. Then I'm going to scale it on the y-axis just like that. Scaling it a bit like that. See, I'm going to scale it again on the z-axis just like that, as you can see. From there, then I'm going to go back at the top. I'm going back to object mode just like that. I'm going to select all of it. Then I'm going to come here and select cavity. Then I'm going to select the type. I want it both. So our object can look perfectly just like this. As we can see, you can see clearly more than before. I'll give an example. You see, if I check this cavity, the view is becoming blurry. But if I check the cavity, then we see better than before. Okay, then I'm going at the top just like that. I'm going to add in a cube, Shift A. Then I'm going to mesh. I'm adding a cube. Then I'm scaling it on the Z-axis just like that. Then I'm scaling it on the Y-axis just like that. Then I'm going to scale it on the Z-axis just like that. I'm going back to the top. Then I'm going to position it at the top here. I'm going to press G. Then Y. I'm going to position it over there. And then I'm going to press G and bring it at the top a bit just like that. You can see it just like that. And I'm going at the top. See, it is good. What am I going to do next? I'm going to place this. Then I'm going to add a subdivision modifier to level 2 just like that, as you can see. Okay, then I'm going to select this and go to edit mode. I'm going to add some loop cuts here to strengthen our shape. Okay, I'm going to add some loop cuts in here to strengthen our shape. As you can see, I'm going to add some loop cuts in there. So I'm going back to object mode. Then I'm going to click this. Also, I'm going to add subdivision modifier just like that. See, I'm going to select this and bring it close so that I can see. Then I'm going to edit mode and I'm going to add some loop cuts in here. Then from here, I'm going back to object mode. I'm going to shade remove this one. Then I'm going back here and go back to edit mode. Ctrl R. I'm going back to shade remove this one also. Shade remove this one also. Just like that. Then I'm going back to the top. Just like that. I'm selecting all. Then I'm pressing Ctrl A or transform to transform the scale. I'm applying scale. Okay. I'm going back to frame selected and bring it right here. Then I'm going to select this part over here, as you can see. So I'm going to put the markers for each hour. So our watch is going to have 12 markers representing daily hours and night hours. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to select this marker, right click, go to set origin to 3D cursor. This is our 3D cursor. What am I going to do? I'm going to copy this, then rotate it 30 degrees on the Z-axis. So I'm going to press Shift B on the keyboard, then I'm going to press R, then Z, then I'm going to press 30. What does that mean? That means I've copied it and then rotated it on the Z-axis by 30 degrees. When I commit, there it is. Then I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to press Shift B, then I'm going to rotate on the Z-axis by 30 degrees. How am I going to do it? Let me add this. Let me add the screencast here so that you can see screencast keys. You see right over here. So I'm going to press press shift, you see shift here, then I'm going to press B, you see, I've placed shift D as you can see. So I'm going to press R, then I'm going to press Z, then I'm going to press 30 degrees. You see, I've copied. I repeat again. I'm going to press shift D, which means to copy. Then I'm going to press R, then I'm going to press Z, then I'm going to press 30. I'm going to repeat this, shift D, R, Z, 30. So up to now, I know you have understood it, so I'm going to speed it up. Now you see, it is complete. As you can see, it is very, very good. Okay, now what are we going to do? We are going to add the arrows. The arrow that shows this is the hour, this is the minute, and this is the second. We are going to add them in between here. So what are we going to do? I'm going to press shift A, and then I'm going to add a cube just like that. And I'm going to scale this cube on the x-axis just like that. This cube now, it signifies the hour arrow, as you can see. If I go on this side, then scale it on the z-axis, then you press G and you bring it at the top, just like that, and you keep scaling it on the z-axis until it is over there, as you can see. Going back to the top, then scale it a bit on Y, just like that, bring it closer, just like that. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to place this and I'm going to hide it. So I'm going to go to edit mode, I'm going to go to wireframe, just like that, and I'm going to select this and press G and bring it on y-axis a bit, just like that, so that we get an arrow. You see, it is good. It is very, very good. Then I'm going to go back in the solid mode, just like that, as you can see. Then I'm going back to the top. Then from here, I'm going back to object mode. Then from there, I'm going to press shift B. I'm going to make the minute arrow. Then I'm going to press scale on Y. This should be a bit longer. Then I'm going to make it thinner than the hour arrow. I'm going to press scale just like that. Then from there, I'm going to rotate it on the z-axis by 30 degrees, just like that. Then I'm going to select this one. Then I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to press Shift D. Then I'm going to scale it on the y-axis to make it longer than the minute arrow, because this is the second arrow. And I'm going to scale it on X to make it more thinner than all the arrows, just like that. Then what am I going to do now? I'm going to rotate it on the z-axis by 60 degrees, just like that. And I'm going to press G and bring it here, just like that. I think I'm going to reduce this a bit. I'm going to scale it down a bit, just like that. I'm going also to scale this down a bit, just like that. I'm going to bring it closer, just like that, as you can see. So what am I going to do? I'm going to select all these arrows, and then I'm going to set origin to 3D cursor, so that when I press rotate, it is rotating from the center. When I press rotate, this rotates from the center. When I press rotate, this rotates from the center also, as you can see. You see? So that's how it is. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to add the handle that will be holding all these arrows. So I'm going to press Ctrl A. I'm going to mesh, and I'm going to add another cylinder in there. So on this cylinder, I'm going to reduce the radius, just like that. See, that is our radius of our cylinder. Then I'm going to press the cylinder, and I'm going to scale it on the z-axis, just like that. I'm going to bring it at the top a bit on the z-axis, just like that. And I'm going to select it. I'm going to hue selected, this one. I'm going to edit mode, and I'm going to add a loop cut at the middle here. I'm going to scale it inside, just like this. Then I'm going to select this one. I'm going to press Ctrl B and bevel it just like that, as you can see. Then I'm going to go back to object mode. I'm going to select this, and I'm going to add a modifier, subdivision modifier, as you can see. Then I'm going to select and shape smooth, just like that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to smooth it a little. So I'm going to press Ctrl R in here, and I'm going to add a loop cut over there. You see, now it is smooth. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to select this one, press G, and bring it here at the top, just like that. Okay, I'm going to press this, and I'm going to scale it on this, and scale it on the z-axis, just like that. I'm going to select this one and scale it on the z-axis, just like that. Going to select this, bring it at the top on the z-axis, just like that. Then from there, I'm going to press 7, go back at the top, and see how it looks. You see, that's how it looks. Then I'm going to press this one. I'm going to add a modifier, a subdivision surface modifier up to level 2. I'm going back to edit mode, press Ctrl R, just like that. Ctrl R, just like that. And go back and add a subdivision modifier on this this one also to level 2, just like that. Go back to edit mode, Control R, just like that. Going to select this one also. I'm going to add a subdivision surface modifier. Go back to edit mode, Control R, add a loop cut over there, Then I'm going to select this one. I'm going to edit mode. I'm going to scale it a bit, just like that. Then I'm going to select both of the arrows. Then I'm going to shade mode just like that. Then I'm going to adjust here. Okay, because I removed them from the center from the origin. Then I'm going to select this, both of them. I'm going to set back the center to the cursor, just like that. Then I'm going at the top, just like this. As you can see, it is good. Then I'm going to add back the watch, just like that. As you can see, you see, now it is good. It is very, very good. As you can see, click this and press rotate. You see, it is rotating from the center. If I press this and click rotate, it is rotating from the center. If I press this and click rotate, it is rotating from the center, just as you can see. So I think our watch is complete now. So what am I going to do next is going to add materials. Then I'm going to material preview mode, just like that. And I'm going here and I'm going to add a material just like that. New material there. I have already the color material. Then I'm going to paste it over there. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to select my object like that. Then I'm going to add the material just like that. I'm going to paste this material over here, as you can see. Then our watch is complete. You see, it is very, very good, as you can see, just like that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to select all, then I'm going to rotate on x-axis by 90 degrees. As you can see, the watch is good. The watch is like that, as you can see. Then I'm going to select all, then I'm going to place G on the z-axis, and I'm going to bring it at the top there. Then I'm going to add a plane in between in there. So I'm going to press match plane, and I'm going to scale this plane 7 times, just like that. As you can see, I'm going to bring it at the top there. As you can see, just like that. It is good. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to edit mode. I'm going to select this both. I'm going to edit mode, just like that. In edit mode, I'm going to edit selection mode, and I'm going to select these parts over here, and then I'm going to extrude on the z-axis, just like that. And I'm going back to object mode. Then here's my object. When I select it, just like that, go to frame selected, bring it closer. There it is. That's our object, and it is very, very good, as you can see. And that's how we model a simple wall clock on Blender. This project helps you practice basic modeling techniques used in many real-world objects. If you enjoyed this tutorial, try adding numbers, textures, or even animation to make it more realistic. See you in the next video.